Hey friend, I'm Mike McCurry. Thank you so much for joining us once again in the Huddle. And for the first time on the Huddle, I have Brother Todd Lofbaum joining us. I want to thank you so much for your listenership. I want to thank you, Brother Todd, for taking the time. Brother Todd has been just about a lifer at football camp. And how many years approximately have you been coming to the Midwest Christian Boys Football Camp?
This will actually be my 21st year, but I've been coming for over. It started 22 years ago. I had to miss a year. My wife was pregnant, had a rough pregnancy, so I had to take a bunch of vacation to help her with that, and I was not able to come that year because I took care of my wife.
But over 2 decades in the saddle here at football camp, and a coach on the blue team for many years, and now has kind of moved over to the admin side and doing a lot of work on that side, actually helping a lot with the staffing and whatnot. But maybe kind of going back to the very beginnings, we'll talk about who brought you and how it kind of came to be, but maybe today, tell us about your first impressions of football camp, some things that kind of right off the cuff just kind of smacked you in the face.
Well, the first year I came as a staff. I was not a coach, and I told Brother Woodward I'll do whatever is needed. Of course, when we got here, they had a few coaches that canceled, so I ended up coaching that year. But someone had been on me about coming for about 3 years, and I just hadn't made the time. So finally, I gave in, made the time, and it was a great week, my favorite week of the year, and I was hooked, and I've been coming ever since. Like I said, so just the organization, even back then, of course, when I started coming, Agape was here, so we were never under 300 boys because they brought. They probably brought 70 or 50. Sure. I don't know how many, a bunch themselves. And so when you see that many men, of course, the preaching is unbelievable. And just so many men working together for the sake of reaching young men, it's unbelievable.
Well, it is an amazing thing, the fact that we get to work together, to pull together, to be co-laborers. And as to your point, you think about the fact that now 20, 21 years, in just a few years, you will have spent the equivalent of 6 months working just during the week of football camp. 26 weeks, half a year spent. I think like Joe Grimaldi, he's pushing almost 30, 29 years, and some of these gentlemen that are pushing at 20, 25, 26. It's really incredible. And that's not counting all the time, especially now on the admin side of things, being here in Dwight, the amount of time that you spend. We had a meeting the other night and all these different things going on to prepare for it. And I'd encourage you, if you're not already committed to send your young men, or if you're a young man, if you're not already committed, make this year your first year. We would love to have you. As Brother Todd mentioned, one of the first things you mentioned was the preaching and this opportunity, the camaraderie to be invested in and to invest in other people. It's incredible. I'm going to encourage you to join us August 6th through 11th of 2023. If you need more information, go to mancamp1994.org. That's mancamp1994.org. Brother Todd's going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm hoping you will as well. We're going to continue in the huddle. We're going to talk tomorrow about who led to you coming to football camp. We're big on legacy. We're big on heritage here. Hope you'll stick around and join us tomorrow in the huddle. God bless.